Ladies and gentlemen, as a Ugandan, I took the pain to read Justice Julia Sebutinde's dissenting opinion in its entirety. For an ICJ judge whose oath involved swearing not to be biased, Sebutinde's actions were obviously pro-Israel. Anyone can discern for themselves that she is actually just looking for excuses to obstruct justice for the court to do nothing about the tragedy. Despite the overwhelming disturbing evidence presented by South Africa, including where countless Israeli military and political officials publicly make genocidal and ethnic cleansing statements against the Palestinian people, with 26,000 civilians slaughtered to date, the two-state solution thrown away as the Prime Minister himself declares a Jewish-only Israel entity from the river to the sea, Julia Sebutinde says she doesn't see any Israeli genocidal intent. And in being more evil than the devil, she even voted against humanitarian assistance to Palestinians, as if it is not required by law, yet the Israeli judge himself actually voted for it. She goes on to claim this is a political issue, not judicial, as if plausible accusations of genocide should not be brought to the ICJ. Accusations that all international experts agree that South Africa actually superbly presented the case before the court. She doesn't say a single word on Israel's historical record of brutal terror, war crimes, and a plethora of dangerous hate speech and abuse. It is obvious that she is having a very difficult time being objective or even compassionate with any human suffering. Just like all the noise coming out of Israel today against the Palestinian people, where everyone is blaming the victims for rising up to liberate themselves from the heinous apartheid, brutal colonialism, and harmful genocide of Israeli mass murderers. Justice Sebutinde might have simply noticed the geopolitics behind the conflict and decided to act in the knowledge that some of her colleagues, including the presiding ICJ judge, are from completely heartless pro-Israel countries, thereby leading Sebutinde to vote in a way that she thought those other judges would. This is a very common behavior in African elites who go out of their lane wanting to please the former colonial masters for favors, acting as if there is no tremendous human suffering being shown around the world, only to find that she's actually alone, sticking out like a huge Nile crocodile in a completely drained swamp, with nowhere to hide now. In my opinion, it is Sebutinde who is playing politics in an international judicial entity. You might find that she possibly got someone quietly telling her how to vote in exchange for something. She shouldn't listen to corrupt snakes who are making her look stupid to the world, while they hide behind the scenes as a terrible crime against humanity continues. Ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by repeating that the European occupiers in Palestine should just leave the Palestinian people alone and go back to their peaceful countries in Europe. Every single Palestinian has the right to liberate themselves from apartheid, colonialism, and the unfolding genocide. Thank you.